Okay, so some of you might be thinking, didn't I already make this video? Technically yes, but when I made that first video, the Switch 2 was about to launch and there were lots of rumors coming around about a new Smash game. Those rumors, however, did not pan out, but once again there are new rumors coming around, and this time they're from a more reputable source. That made me want to go back and watch my original video, and while I was watching it, I realized that I no longer agreed with some of the ideas in that video, so I decided to make a sequel/remake. And what does every sequel need? New content. So unlike last time where we did 15 characters I wanted and 15 changes I wanted, plus a skin for every character, this time, we're doubling it. 30 characters, 30 changes, 30 ideas for skins, and that's not all. I'm also adding 30 Echo Fighters and pairing a new stage with every character. That's more than double the content than last time.
More than double the content from last time?
That's right! More than double the content from last time.
Wow, that's amazing. But how much does it cost?
Free! Absolutely free. All you've got to do is like, comment, or subscribe.
Like, comment, or subscribe?
That's right! All this content and all you gotta do is like, comment, or subscribe. Or don't. I don't give a fuck. Now on with the list. Increase the costume count to 10. Everybody loves the costumes in Smash, but sometimes we end up losing out on great skins like Black Yoshi or Fire Mario. So I figured for the next Smash game, we up the costume count to 10 to bring back some old favorites without having to lose any good skins like Wedding Mario. Obviously, this is an echo for DK. He would play about the same, of course, but I changed his up B to a surfboard and have him use his surfboard for his smash attacks too. And for the stage, it's not really a Funky Kong stage, but I do think it's iconic to the Donkey Kong Country franchise. Gangplank Galleon from Donkey Kong Country. Honestly, even if they don't add Funky Kong as an echo, they should add this stage. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people add him to their wish lists, and I didn't really get it. That is until I actually played Paper Mario, and
Oh my god. I get it.
Paper Mario is so much fun, and his moveset potential for Smash would be very different from Mario's moveset. Not to mention all of his companions from over the years that could be added to his moveset. There's just so much they could do with this guy. And for his stage, I'm gonna go with Rogueport. Change Goldeen to Magikarp. Honestly, this is one of the biggest oversights in Smash Bros. To me. When Goldeen is summoned, they use Splash, which is Magikarp's most famous move. However, instead of just getting rid of Goldeen, change it to where instead of Splash, Goldeen will use Flail instead. Flailing around the screen and dealing damage to anyone that they end up hitting. Wouldn't be that strong of a Pokemon, but it would at least be better than what they currently have. The leader of the Sheikah clan, Impa, would be a perfect Echo Fighter for Sheik. I mean, in the lore, she literally taught Zelda everything she knows, so I figure if you make her slightly heavier and slightly slower, she'd make a great Echo. And for the stage, I'm going with Kakariko Village from Ocarina of Time. There is a few options for where you'd fight, however. Either Town Square, the Graveyard, the Windmill, the Spider House, or maybe even Under the Well. Or they could do like Super Mario Sunshine, where it's a touring stage and takes you to all of these places.
Conjured from the magnificent moonbeams of the second summer solstice, woven together by us, the nymphs, destined to preserve the equilibrium of the sacred universe, the one we call Rayman, proved himself to be absolutely unmanageable.
The limbless legend and one of the biggest fake leaks of all time. Rayman is one of the most requested Smash characters ever, and with Nintendo and Ubisoft working together on Kingdom Battle, it seems like it should be possible. But seriously, if a fucking rabbit ends up in Smash Bros. Before Rayman, I'm gonna be cross. Not to mention they just announced a remaster for Rayman Legends, so it's definitely the perfect time to add him. But for his stage, it should be Mr. Dark's Chamber from the original Rayman. I think this stage would look amazing with new graphics and would be a great choice to represent the Rayman series. Majora's Mask inclusion for Young Link. So now that Young Link is no longer tied to Adult Link, I see no reason to keep his moveset the same. Or the model, for that matter. I think they should change his sword to either his basic sword from Majora's Mask or the Razor Sword. And change his shield to the Hero Shield. I'd also change his smash attacks to use the Fairy Sword instead. And this would probably be too much, but maybe they could change his down B to his transformation mask, kinda like Pokemon Trainer. In his Deku form, his neutral beam could become Bubble Blast, and side B could become Deku Spin, and up B would become Launch Flower with a Glide, but Deku form would probably have low damage or knockback. Then in Zora form, neutral B would become Electric Shock, side B would become Boomerang Fins, and up B would become Waterfall Climb. He would probably have okay damage and low knockback. And then for Goron form, neutral B would become Powder Keg, his side B would become Goron Roll, and his up B becomes Goron Slam, which lets you go up slightly before slamming down. Goron would have good damage and knockback, but poor recovery. That might be too complicated, but either way, the final smash should definitely be changed to Fierce Deity Link. So, I meant to mention this earlier, but I do not think that Smash 6 should add 30 new Echo Fighters. These are just 30 ideas for Echo Fighters that I wanted to throw out. Sorry for not saying that earlier, but anyway. Dixie Kong as an Echo for Diddy. Just change her up B to Helicopter Ponytail, and she would be a perfect Echo. And for the stage, I'd go with Castle Chaos from Donkey Kong Country 3. The Prince of all Cosmos. One of the weirdest things about Smash Bros. Is that Namco helps make the games, and yet they only have one of their characters in Smash, that being Pac-Man. So if they were going to add another, I think that the Prince would be the perfect first choice. And for the stage, I'd go with the Prince's Planet with the King of all Cosmos in the background. Change Ganon's moveset. Ganondorf is literally the biggest villain in the Legend of Zelda series. There is so much potential for his moveset, so why the hell is he just a Captain Falcon clone? They really need to give Ganon an original moveset, but instead of getting rid of Ganon's moveset, I think they should give it to someone else.
Falcon, you've come to die. I needn't have wasted time looking for you then. Let's settle this at the Grand Prix. Not like this. It's the coward's way. The coward's way? You make it sound so noble. I just plan to eliminate anyone who stands between me and the prize. Simple as that.
I think this is a great way to add another F-Zero rep to Smash while making a different character better. And for a stage, I'll go with Casino Palace from F-Zero GX.
Been halfway across the continent looking for you. Hard woman to track down.
Well, you found me.
An absolute icon of gaming, and once again they are remaking it for like what, the 50th time? So this would be a good time to add her. And for the stage, obviously it would have to be Croft Manor. Mario and Luigi moveset changes. So Mario and Luigi are iconic in Smash, but their moves have been the same pretty much since the beginning. I think that their Smash attacks should use hammer strikes like the Mario and Luigi series, and their down B should be ground pound, because seriously, why the hell do they not have the ground pound? And for Mario's up B, it should be rocket nozzle instead. But keep Luigi's because his fits him better. Just like Sheik getting an Echo, Hilda would be a Zelda Echo. Especially since Zelda's design is now based on Link to the Past, where Hilda is from. And for a stage, I'd go with, obviously, Lorule Castle.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you have been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort in the world would have gone to waste until... well, let's just say your hour has come again.
This one might be a step too far, but Half-Life is one of the biggest games in history, with people still asking for Half-Life 3 to this day. It probably won't happen, but hey, that's what this list is about, right? So, and for the stage, obviously it would be Black Mesa. Bring back controllable Final Smashes. Now, obviously not all of them, but certain Final Smashes were so much better before they changed them, such as Supersonic or Volt Tackle, so I'd change them back. He would be an Echo for Olimar. This is probably the Echo I want least because who fucking cares about Olimar? Probably just pissed off the fucking 3 Olimar fans out there. But your character sucks and you should feel bad. But for the stage, I'd add Wistful Winds.
You should have aided Chronica, Charon. Now you must suffer.
I am immortal, Devora. You cannot kill me.
This one needs only render you unfit to ferry Chronica's enemies.
arguably the face of Mortal Kombat. Theoretically, this could be Liu Kang, but I feel like Scorpion would be the first choice. And for the stage, I say the Pit is an amazing choice. Character-specific taunts. This probably won't happen, but I'd like to see some taunts change depending on who you're fighting, like Mario taunts changing when he fights Bowser.
You're on, Proto Man. Plasma power! Missed me again, number one, son. But I won't miss this time.
I know people would be upset if this happened, as Proto Man has his own abilities, but this list is just theoretical. But he would be an echo for Mega Man. And for the stage, I'll say the place you fight Bass in Mega Man 7.
Why don't you use these?
Guile?
I really want another Street Fighter character, and there really is no better choice than Chun-Li. I honestly think Chun-Li is just as, if not more popular than Ryu. And for her stage, I'd add the shopping district from Street Fighter 2. Nerf DLC characters and raise the game's maturity rating to teen. The first Smash game came out in 1999 and it is now 2026. Your original audience is now grown up and not adjusting with the times seems like a missed opportunity. I mean, if Bayonetta can be in Smash, it makes no sense that Mai Shiranu can't just stand in the background of a stage. They would be pretty much the same as Wii Fit Trainer, but using the ring instead of yoga. And for the stage, Dragix Stadium. Pretty sure that's how you say that. I don't care enough to check. The Tekken character that they should have had. If it wasn't for the fact that it was a DLC character, Heihachi would have been the first Tekken character added. And for his stage, I do Pagoda Temple. Make Dr. Mario an Echo Fighter. I don't get why they didn't do this in Ultimate.
So we finally meet again, Pit.
Yeah, I know, I have such original ideas. Everyone said that Medusa would be a good echo for Palutena, and I am no different. And for the stage, I'll go with the Underworld Castle. So in my original video, I said that Tails was probably my most wanted Sonic character, and that has since changed. But we'll get there. With Tails' flight and his gadgets, he would be very different from Sonic, and I still think he would be a great addition. And for the stage, I'd go with his hanger from Sonic Adventure. Bring back the Pac-Maze stage. Why was this stage only in the 3DS version of Smash 4? And more importantly, why didn't they add it to Ultimate? Honestly, they should just ditch that fucking Pac World stage and add this one back. Okay, so I would have him as an echo of Fox, as they were both founding members of Team Star Fox. I'd have him jump slightly higher, but move slower. And for a stage, I'd add Out of This Dimension from Star Fox 64. I doubt they'd do this, but I think this would be an amazing addition considering how popular Hollow Knight and Silksong were. And for his stage, I'd add the City of Tears. Combine the Mii's into one character and give them a set moveset instead of multiple choices. She would work great as a Bayo Echo, graduating her from costume to fighter. Also, while you're at it, make Bayonetta fun again. And for the stage, I'll go with Noten. Can't wait for all the comments telling me I'm saying these names wrong.
We are closer than ever before. Quickly, into the vortex.
Dr. Cortex, the vortex is not ready. We have no idea what it could do.
Failure again. Capture him!
Uh-oh.
The only one of the big four who still isn't in Smash. Crash Bandicoot would make an insane addition to the next Smash game.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And obviously his neutral B would be his spin attack. For a stage, I'd go with Dr. Neo Cortex's lab. New Pokeball Pokemon. Self-explanatory, really. In the next Smash game, I just want to see more Pokemon added to the Pokeball items. This could also just be a skin, but there is a lot of ways to make them different from the Inklings. And for a stage, I'd add the Nil statue from the Octo expansion. The main character of Ninja Gaiden, an incredibly well-known and respected franchise in gaming. Ryu has a lot to pull from for his moveset considering all the Ninja Gaiden games from over the years, and for the stage, I'd go with Sky City Tokyo. Bring back Poke Floats, and add new Pokemon floats for the generations that have been added since. This one would be an echo for Falco, except Slippy would be faster but have less power. And for a stage, I'd add Kushina. I was really rooting for him to make it into Smash Ultimate, only to have him turned into an assist trophy. But maybe he could make it into the next Smash game. Shovel Knight is truly an indie darling, and it would be huge for Smash if he was added. And for a stage, I'd add the lair of the Enchantress. Make Little Mac's recovery better and change his KO punch system. So, did you ever notice that Little Mac is sort of the opposite of what he should be in Smash? In Punch-Out, Little Mac is weaker than all of his opponents, but he has great mobility to compensate. So I propose that to change Little Mac, we make his air mobility better, and make his aerials work, but make his punches generally weaker and have less super armor. Then change his KO punch system to a super meter system, like from Super Punch-Out. When Little Mac gets combos, it builds this meter, but if he gets hit, he loses a bit of meter. Plus, I changed to when Little Mac hits a counter, it would instantly fill the super meter. While the super meter is full, Mac's punches and smash attacks would become as strong as his old version. Or you could cash out a full meter into one KO punch. This would make Mac fight more like his actual game appearances, as he'd have to dodge and counter in order to get his offense in. Like, why does the guy whose entire thing is having to jump to hit his opponents bad at jumping? I'd have half the skins be Springman and the other half be Riven Girl, kinda like Alph and Olimar. However, I hate Min Min so much, so if they didn't do this, I'd be fine with it. But for a stage, I would add Sky Arena.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
like I've got some things to do.
So this is kind of a weird one, but even though Crash Bandicoot should be added before Spyro, if we could only have one, I'd rather have Spyro over Crash. It would also be cool, at least to me, if Spyro had some Skylanders representation. Speaking of which, I'm actually going to give Spyro 2 stages. First is the Dragon Realms, and the second is Skylanders Academy. Add the Tetris map. Also, I think that Tetris would work really well as an assist trophy.
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
I think this would work really well for a Joker Echo, but instead of Curse, it's Bless. I doubt they'd make an Echo for Joker since he's a third-party DLC character, but if they did, Goro Akechi would be the best choice. And for the stage, I'd go with the pool deck of Shido's Palace. So if you didn't know, it's canon in the Smash universe that these two are married. And Doom is probably the most important game for the FPS genre, so I say add the Slayer so he and his wife can lay the smackdown together. And for his map, well, obviously it's Hell. DK rework. I just think that DK needs more representation in his moveset. Like, change his neutral B to Coconut Gun or something. Make his up B Barrel Cannon. Like, maybe even make his side B Barrel Throw. Plus, you can make him use his Kong Bonanza form in his Final Smash instead of just normal DK. Just give him something. So technically this Echo would be closer to Smash 4 Link. All I'd really change is the down B the regular bombs. And give the Boomerang the Tornado back. This might be better suited as just a skin, but I think this could work. And as a stage, I'd go with Hyrule Field from Hyrule Warriors. I know Skull Kid is already highly requested, but since the last video I made, I actually played Majora's Mask, and oh my god, I love that game. I would love Skull Kid to be added to the next Smash game. Plus, the accidental bonus of getting rid of Skull Kid's awful assist trophy is a nice little bonus in my book. And as a stage, I would definitely go with the top of the clock tower. Change Ganondorf back to his Twilight Princess look, and change Sheik back to her Ocarina of Time look. You don't have to change Ganon, but it would make the representation more diverse if he was Twilight Ganon. But Sheik's design being based on an armor set in Breath of the Wild is dumb, and they should switch her back to Ocarina of Time. This would be a Yoshi echo, but instead of Yoshi's tongue, her neutral B would probably work kind of like King Dedede's. And for a stage, I'll go with Wart's Boss Arena from Mario 2. So in my first list, I had Frisk from Undertale, but I really think that Chris would work as a fighter much better. I was thinking that the soul could also be turned into a mechanic. Not exactly sure how, but I think it would be cool. And the stage I'd give them is Castletown. Get rid of 75M. Instead, replace it with a stage based on the classic DK layout that everyone knows and loves. This would be an echo for Meta Knight. If you change his sword attack to lance attack, I think it would be different enough to justify it. And for a stage, I'd do the place you fight him in Kirby Star Allies. I know they'll probably never do this considering how they won't even give us a decent Sonic recolor, but I think Knights would be an amazing inclusion for Smash. But for the stage, I'd go with the Dream Gate. Replace Crafted Yoshi with Woolly Yoshi, unless you don't increase the costume count. In that case, bring back Black Yoshi.
Who are you?
Hello there.
Hello.
How unusual. It is quite rare to see a Homs in this region. I suppose you're wondering why I am here in that case. Then permit me to introduce myself. My name is Alvis.
This would work really well as an echo for Shulk. Just change his up B to use these wings and you're good. And the stage would be Satori Marsh. Smash could always use more villains, and Eggman is an excellent choice. He could either fight on foot or in his ship. Either way, he has so much to work with, and I'd love to play against Eggman as Sonic in Smash. And for his stage, I'd go with the Egg character. For the love of God, give the Pokemon their shiny colors! Why the fuck are you keeping them from us? I don't want to hear about how Shadow should be his own character, okay? Shadow is very, very similar to Sonic in almost every way. Just change his up, be the Chaos Control, and you're finished. And don't get me wrong, I'd love Shadow to be added, but he would be an Echo, I'm sorry. But for the stage, I'd go with Space Colony Arc.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
I mean, come on, this is one of PlayStation's biggest franchises. Kratos would be so cool if he was added to Smash, with great moveset potential given all of his abilities from his games. And for his stage, I'd go with Olympus. Final Smash changes. A lot of Final Smashes are really underwhelming, so we're gonna go through them and give them new ones. Princess Peach should be changed to Super Radiant Peach. Daisy should be changed to Hyper Strike from Mario Strikers. Rosalina should be Supernova from the ending of Mario Galaxy. Mario should be changed to Super Mega Mushroom, and Toon Link should be changed to Ballad of Gales. Final Fantasy lore is complicated, but this is the guy that Cloud got the Buster Sword from, and I think he'd make a decent echo for him. And the map I'd give would be Gold Saucer.
They're already here. The Elder Scrolls told of their return. Their defeat was merely a delay. To the time after Oblivion opened. When the Sons of Skyrim would spill their own blood. But no one wanted to believe they even existed. And when the truth finally dawns, it dawns in fire. But there's one they fear. In their tongue, he is Dovahkiin, Dragonborn.
Skyrim is one of the greatest games of all time, and I'm pretty sure you could play it on your fridge at this point. The Dragonborn is one of the most well-known characters in all of gaming and would be a huge addition. And for a map, I'd go with Helgen, but specifically during the dragon attack at the beginning of the game. Make Samus's base design the Dread Armor. I'm sorry, but this suit is so clean and I really want it in Smash. We can give her a color swap that makes her look like her old design, but I would love this new design to be added.
naughty kitty. How's our patient doing? Any pain or discomfort?
Where am I?
Don't worry. Amnesia can be alarming, trust me, I know. But I'm here for you.
It's you.
Yes, that's right. I'm here to help you. Actually, we'll both be watching over you.
So you might be wondering who Cammy would be an echo of. Well, they would be an echo for Chun-Li. This might be a stretch, but I think it would work. And for a map, I'd go with English Manor from Street Fighter 2.
Rise and shine, don't wanna work, I'd rather play. Shake my hips and whip my hair, it's a new day. Magic will blow, my heart yells, let's go transform and fly away. We will dance through the danger until the world is saved. Can't stop me now 'cause I'm Shantae.
I love these games so much, and they have said plenty of times that they would love to have Shantae in Smash. Honestly, platform games transfer so perfectly to Smash Bros, and I believe that she would be no different. For her stage, I'd go with Scuttletown. Change the boxing ring map to be a Punch-Out stage. I know you're thinking, isn't it already a Punch-Out stage? And the answer to that is no. It is a Smash Bros stage. Just because it shows Punch-Out stuff when you're playing as Little Mac doesn't excuse the fact that if anyone else fights there, it just has the Smash logo. I would change the map to make it look more like the ring from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Fully surround the ring with audience members and make falling into the crowd work like falling into the void. This would reflect how leaving the ring in boxing is pretty much an automatic loss. They should still have that screen in the back with the funny nicknames though. This would be a Rayman Echo that would move slower but hit harder, and the map I'd give him is the Marshes of Awakening.
Phew, Jet Baby was really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He can probably beat Superman.
Shut up. Boy, he sure is my hero.
And I'll take a giant spicy fries, giant vanilla frosty, and cherry pie.
A junior chunky burger, curly fries, and a large chocolate frosty, please.
I'll have a chunky garden salad, ginger soda, and a lemon pie.
Well, here I am with the girl of my dreams, Sunny Funny. Boy, she sure is beautiful today.
Next, please.
Water.
Here it is.
I mean, come on, right? Wouldn't this be awesome? I know this is very unlikely, but if you want something, well, you know what you gotta do.
You gotta do what?
I gotta believe!
I'm sorry, I had to. For his map, I'd add Master Onion's Dojo. Can we please get a new Hyrule Castle stage? I know this one is a classic, but this is so basic, and I would just really like a new Hyrule Castle. This would be an echo for the night. I'm sorry if you disagree, I haven't played Silksong yet, so I could be wrong. But for a map, I do Moss Grotto.
Ezio Auditore. Brave of you to stand alone against me, but also quite foolish. Assassin.
The best assassin in the whole franchise. Black Flag is still the best game though. We already have a Mii costume, so for the next game I'd like him to get upgraded to full fighter. For his stage, I'd make it the Animus. Add Kamek as an assist trophy. Also add Sans as a trophy too. I know everyone says that Sans should be added, but I will die on the hill that he wouldn't work because he only has 1 health. But making him an assist trophy would be a perfect inclusion.
Incompetent.
This would be an echo for Scorpion, but instead of fire, he'll use ice. Plus change the neutral B, which I assume would be Spear Chain for Scorpion. And then the map would be Deadpool.
So, what dream do you plan to pursue here, Himaspechi? Which department do you want to take dream classes in? My dream? My dream is... My true dream is to make a happy family with Mamechi. You, darling, I just made you a wonderful breakfast.
Everything you make for me is always so delicious.
Darling, I'm so happy.
So I would just like to say that right after I made my first Smash 6 video, where I also had Mamichi on the list, they announced a new Tamagotchi game like a week later, so I'm just going to pat myself on the back for sort of predicting that comeback. Either way, I think this would be a great pick for the next Smash game. And for a map, I'd make it Tamagotchi Plaza. Add more bosses. And more importantly, if you do add new bosses, actually use them in the classic mode routes instead of just fucking Master and Crazy Hand. This would be an echo for Crash. They function fairly similarly to each other in the games, so I think this would be a good echo. And for a stage, I'd add the Bandicoot House. I fucking love Earthworm Jim. There is just something about him that is so nostalgic. I genuinely think that Jim would be a great character for Smash Bros, and for his stage, I'd add New Junk City. On Link's Tunic skins, he should be left-handed. I hate how Breath of the Wild made Link right-handed, so it would be nice to have a left-handed option.
Don't cry until the end.
I don't really think that Ninten would be that different from this, so if they were to add him, this is probably the best way to do it. That or just make him a skin for this. But for the stage, I'll go with Ninten's home. So the Smash series at this point is a celebration of gaming as a whole, and there is one genre that is as of yet unused, that being point-and-click adventure games. With that being said,
What the? Is that a... Ow! Ah, curse you, old school adventure game. Uh-huh. 1555 Cheater.
LucasArts Games hint line.
Yeah, I'm stuck in the Dinky Island jungle in Monkey Island 2. So what do I do next?
Sir, are you playing Classic Monkey or New and Improved Monkey?
Classic Monkey?
Sir, there's a button for that.
Of course there is.
Thank you for calling LucasArts hint line. We hope your call was enjoyable.
Wow. So that's what an evil zombie pirate hellbent on my destruction looks like. Wait, what? Change it back! Change it back! Change it back!
in my opinion, the biggest point-and-click adventure game series of all time, and Guybrush is still used in projects to this day, like Uncharted 4 or Sea of Thieves. I really think that Guybrush would be so much fun, and for the stage, I'd go with Melee Island. Sonic Rework. Okay, so why does Sonic really only have like 2 special moves? You either turn into a ball and dash at your opponent, turn into a ball and dash at your opponent, or you turn into a ball or dash at your opponent. So I would combine all of these into just one move. Neutral B, spin dash. If you hit B on the ground, you do the spin dash. If you hold B, you do the charge dash. If you hit B in the air, you do the homing attack. If you hold B in the air, you do the drop dash. I think this would make Sonic less annoying to fight against and free up his other special moves, which I would replace with down B, blue tornado, and side B, light speed dash. I think this could really work as a Toon Link Echo. I like his design and I think he'd be a fun alternative. And as a stage, I'd add Vati's Boss Chamber.
Court is now in session for the trial of Athena Sykes.
Your Honor, the defense was born ready.
The prosecution is also ready.
These are such fun and lovable games. I don't care if he sucks, I will play as Phoenix Wright if they add him. If there is only one Phoenix Wright player left in the entire world, it will be me. I would love to hear his famous "Objection!" in-game, and I definitely know his final smash. And obviously his stage would be the courtroom. Bring back Target Smash. I know this is kind of niche, but I loved how every character had their own challenge in Melee, and I would love to see them bring that back. So this is an interesting one. This would be an echo for Ganondorf, but not the Ganon we know, but the reworked version I talked about earlier. I think this could be a really neat addition. And the stage would be the Low Boss Arena from A Link Between Worlds.
I told you to stop scaring people with that ridiculous old legend. I don't want the kids to be afraid to go out at night and walk alone on the perfectly safe paths of Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp. And we don't want to scare our special guests, Superstar Psychonauts Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello.
Light monster!
Formation.
Resisting. Quick, bring it over here.
What is it?
It's just a little boy. What's your name, darling?
I'll find out. Kid, get in! Ugh.
My name
Starts with a D.
is Rasputin.
So, this was actually the #1 entry in my last list, and he is still my most wanted character. But for the sake of some suspense, I moved him down to #2, so first place could be a surprise. But even though it will never happen, I would absolutely love if Rasputin was added. And for him, I actually have 4 stage ideas instead of just 1. The first one is the Milkman Conspiracy. Second is Psy King Sensorium. Third is Black Velvetopia. And finally, Dr. Lobato's Lab. Bring back Subspace. I mean, come on. This was the greatest adventure mode we ever got, and everybody would love if you brought it back with all these new characters.
Liquid!
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
Why did you disguise yourself as Master?
So I could manipulate you more easily. You performed quite well, I must say. Although the boys at the Pentagon are probably saying the same thing.
This would be so cool. I mean, they are literal clones in their game, so why not make them echoes? And as a stage, I'd add the place he fights Snake at the end of Metal Gear Solid.
Welcome to Videoland.
Mega High!
Wake up, Kid Icarus!
Welcome to Castlevania!
It's Congo Land!
Mother Brain will get you, little princess!
Princess, the palace is under siege!
Behold, the ultimate warp zone.
Kevin, I thought I told you to clean up your room.
Captain N, the Game Master.
Surprise, motherfucker! It's Captain N! My favorite characters in all Smash games are usually the really deep-cut choices, and who could be more deep-cut than this guy? I may still want Rasputin a bit more, but this guy is a very close second. And as a stage, I think I'd go with the Melee Trophy Table. I think this would be a really fun and memorable addition. And now, we are going to give every character a new skin.
Mario!
I'd give him either 64 Mario, Sunshine Mario, Wonder Mario, Fire Mario, or bring back his Wario recolor.
Donkey Kong!
I'd give him skin for his Bonanza design, or if they end up making that his default, a skin that brings back his old look. I'd also give him a Boxer DK or his Striker's gear.
Link!
For Link, I'd say his champion leathers, his archaic armor, or my favorite, bi-armor Link. I will not be taking questions at this time.
Samus.
So I kinda mentioned this earlier, but if they make her default Dread armor, then her old armor would be a good skin. If not, then the Dread armor would make a good skin. I'd also give her Metroid Prime 4 Beyond armor.
Dark Samus.
For this, I do her true form from Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
Yoshi.
I already mentioned Woolly Yoshi and Black Yoshi, but I still have one more for you. I'd also give him a skin based on the baby Yoshis from Paper Mario.
Kirby.
For Kirby, I'd give him a Yarn Kirby skin. That, or maybe a Clay Kirby.
Fox.
For Fox, I'm still going with his Assault look, that, or a James McCloud skin.
Pikachu.
For Pikachu, I'd give him a skin with Ash's hat and a Detective Pikachu skin.
Luigi.
For Luigi, I'd give him Mr. L, Gooigi, or my personal favorite, Dealer Luigi.
Ness.
For Ness, I'd either give him a PJ skin, or a pixelated look reflecting his original game.
Captain Falcon.
For Falcon, I'd make his Blood Falcon skin an actual costume with the announcer saying Blood Falcon instead of Captain Falcon. I'd also give him his classic look from the F-Zero comics.
Jigglypuff.
I'd give her a Screamtail skin or a skin with marker on her face.
Peach.
For her, I'd give her racing suit skin, her black coat from Odyssey, and her sunshine look.
Daisy.
I'd give her striker's gear to reflect her new Final Smash, and I'd give her Oasis look from Mario Kart World.
Bowser.
I don't know how I didn't think of this in my last video, but Bowser should have a dry Bowser skin. And I'd give him his Wedding Bowser skin too.
Ice Climbers.
For them, I think the Polar Bear skin from Project M would be good, but they could also give them a Pixel skin too.
Sheik.
For Sheik, I went with her Hyrule Warriors look.
Zelda.
For this, I'd give her a skin from Breath of the Wild Zelda and an outfit based on her animated look.
Dr. Mario.
There's really only one option here, that being Fire Dr. Mario.
Pichu.
I'd give Pichu a skin with spiky hair and Surge's shades, a reference to an electric-type trainer on an electric Pokemon. I think this would really work. That, or you could give him a summer look from Pokemon Go.
Falco.
I'd also give him his Assault look, plus an outfit based on his new design in the upcoming game.
Marth.
I'd give him a classic Marth skin or his look from Fire Emblem Heroes.
Lucina.
Masked Lucina would be a solid choice, or her Yukata from Awakening.
Young Link.
Obviously, I'd give him masks for his outfits.
Ganondorf.
I'd give him a Hyrule Warriors and a Demon King Ganon skin.
Mewtwo.
First off, Armor Mewtwo, but also, Dark Mewtwo from Pokken would be a great skin too.
Roy.
I'd give him his white suit from Heroes or his Brave Lion look from Heroes.
Chrom.
I'd give Chrom his Mirage look or Fel Exalt look from Heroes.
Mr. Game & Watch.
This one was difficult to come up with, but I'd give him his skin with CRT lines. I think this would really fit in with his other skins.
Meta Knight.
For this one, I'd go with Waxing Crescent Meta Knight.
Pit.
I'd give Pit a classic Pit skin from his original game.
Dark Pit.
I think that Dark Pit could work with a fighter armor skin.
Zero Suit Samus.
For her, I'd do a young Samus skin and a Justin Bailey suit.
Wario.
I'd give him his golf outfit, Tycoon Wario, and Purple Wind Wario.
Snake.
For Snake, I'd go Old Snake or his original gear from Metal Gear Solid.
Ike.
I'll go with Desert Mercenary Ike or Stalwart Heart Ike.
Pokemon Trainer.
I would make every skin a different trainer. Red, Green, Brendan, May, Lucas, Don, Hilbert, Hilda, Calum, and Serena.
Diddy Kong.
I'd give him his Mario Strikers look or Dr. Diddy Kong.
Lucas.
Like with Ness, I'm giving him a pixelated skin.
Sonic.
Okay, so I am a total idiot because last time I gave Sonic his soap shoes and his racing suit, which, while still good, are nowhere near as obvious as Metal Sonic. I do not know how I forgot him last time.
King DDD.
For DDD, I have Beast Pack DDD or Osaka Station Master DDD.
Olimar.
For this, I'm going with Leafling Olimar from Pikmin 4.
Lucario.
I'd give Lucario Costume Party style Lucario or Egyptian Lucario from Pokemon Unite.
Rob.
I know this isn't canon, but the Wii skin for Rob from Project M is perfect. I have no notes.
Toon Link.
For one, I'd change his A Link to the Past skin to have pink hair, and I'd give him his Spirit's Track look.
Wolf.
Once again, I'm going with the Star Fox Assault look, and I'd give him his Star Fox Zero look.
Villager.
I'm going to go with the villagers from Mario Kart 8 as skins.
Mega Man.
I decided to go with the skin that makes him Mega Man EXE.
Wii Fit Trainer.
So this is an original idea, but I went with a 90s Wii Fit trainer.
Rosalina and Luma.
I'd give Rosalina her swimwear from Mario Kart World and her Aurora dress.
Little Mac.
I'd give him a full model change for his Super Punch-Out appearance, and give him a Player 2 skin from Punch-Out Wii.
Greninja.
For this, I went with Fairy Tail Greninja and Wanderer-style Greninja from Pokemon Unite.
Mii Brawler.
For this, I'd have the Miis be the Sport Champions from Wii Sports. Matt as the default, then Lucia, Tommy, Anna, Pit, Elisa, Enrique, Sarah, Sakura, and finally the last skin would let you use one of your own Miis.
Palutena.
For Palutena, I'm giving her NES look to match the classic Pit skin and a pseudo-Palutena skin.
Pac-Man.
There is a very obvious one here, and I can't believe they haven't done it yet. Mrs. Pac-Man. And maybe a Talkman skin too.
Robin.
I'll go with Groom Robin, because if you haven't noticed yet, I like white outfits. And I'd give female Robin a tactful delivery skin.
Shulk.
For Shulk, I'd go with his Xenoblade Chronicles 3 look and his look from Future Connection.
Bowser Jr.
For Bowser Jr., I wouldn't change his skins, but if they did add 2 more like I suggested, then I'd give him a Baby Bowser skin, and I'd bring back Koopa Kid as his last outfit.
Duck Hunt.
For these two, I'd give them a pixelated skin. I know that it's not original, but there's not much for these two.
Ryu.
I'd give him his bearded look from Street Fighter V and his B-Boy outfit.
Ken.
I'm giving Ken his Street Fighter V design and Ken's leather jacket from 6.
Cloud.
For Cloud, I have his Kingdom Hearts look, and most importantly, Claudia.
Corrin.
For male Corrin, I have New Year's Corrin, and for female Corrin, I have Child of Dusk Corrin.
Bayonetta.
For Bayo, I have her Bayonetta 3 design, as well as her Dress A costume from Bayonetta 2.
Inkling.
For Inkling, I'd make Callie and Maria actual skins.
Ridley.
This was difficult, but I'm going with Neo Ridley.
Simon.
I'm going to go with Simon's look from Judgment, or his look from Castlevania Chronicles.
Richter.
I give him his look from Rondo of Blood and his look from Symphony of the Night.
King K. Rool.
I'm giving him Captain K. Rool and Baron K. Rool instead.
Isabel.
I'd give Isabel her look from New Horizon and her summer dress from her amiibo card.
Incineroar.
Incineroar has nothing going for him. But I did find this design, which is not official, but I really like the look of it, so I'm going with this.
Piranha Plant.
I'd love for a dry piranha plant skin or a potless plant skin.
Joker.
I'd give him his dancing look and I'd give him a Velvet Room outfit.
Hero.
Here I would add the hero from the first Dragon Quest.
Banjo and Kazooie.
For this, I'd add a Nuts and Bolts skin. I know the game sucks, but it would make a decent skin.
Terry.
I'd give Terry his look from Call of the Wolves and his look from King of Fighters for Girls, which is a real game that actually exists somehow.
Byleth.
For Byleth, I'd give male Byleth his Resplendent Hero outfit and female her Sublime Light outfit.
Min Min.
I'd give Min Min her waitress look from her reveal trailer.
Steve.
I'd give Steve his tuxedo skin because it's the best, and I'd give Alex her cyclist skin.
Sephiroth.
For him, I'd give him his Kingdom Hearts look, and I'd give him his Ever Crisis skin.
Pyra. Mithra.
For these two, I'd give them their swimsuits. They were honestly the only outfits I could find that would match across both of them.
Kazuya.
I'd give him his Player 2 outfit from the original Tekken, and I'd give him his purple suit.
Sora.
And finally, I'd give Sora an anti-form skin. However, we are still not done yet, as we have to give a skin to all of the characters on our list, starting with
Donkey Kong.
For Funky, I'd give him his handyman look from Donkey Kong Country 3.
Paper Mario.
For Paper Mario, I'd give him his royalty look from Origami King.
Impa.
For Impa, I'd give her Hyrule Warriors look.
Rayman.
I'd give him a Ramesis skin and a Funky Ray skin.
Dixie Kong.
For Dixie, I'd give her a skin based on her look from the DK TV show.
The Prince.
I'd give the Prince an outfit based on his dad, the King of all Cosmos.
Black Shadow.
For Black Shadow, I'll give him his look from the anime.
Lara Croft.
This really depends on which Lara they make the default, but assuming it's the original, they should add her look from Angel of Darkness.
Hilda.
I'd give her a skin that gives her Zelda's colors, and likewise for Zelda.
Gordon Freeman.
I'd give Gordon his scientist uniform from Half-Life 1.
Louis.
Like Olimar, I'd have half of his skins be Brittany.
Scorpion.
I'd give him a Mask Assault with the Flaming Skull.
Proto Man!
Much like Mega Man, I'd give Proto Man an EXE skin as well.
Chun-Li!
For Chun-Li, I'd give her Street Fighter 6 look and her Street Fighter Alpha look.
Ring Fit Trainer!
I would give them their Dragon Breaker outfits.
Heihachi!
I'd give him a young Heihachi skin.
Medusa!
I would give Medusa a skin based on her original design. Obviously, it would have to be reworked, but I think it would be a cool skin.
Tails!
For Tails, I'd give him a Sonic Boom skin, and his fully upgraded look from Sonic Adventure.
Happy Hair!
I'll give him his look from Star Fox Command.
The Knight!
I'd give the Knight a skin that makes him look like the Pale King.
Jean!
I'd go with her the Arc suit and her look in the flashbacks.
Crash Bandicoot!
I think Crash should have a fake Crash skin.
Octoling!
For them, I'd give them a Pearl skin and a Marina skin. Even though I know Pearl is not an Octoling, but Marina is, and it would be weird to have one without the other.
Ryu Hayabusa!
I'd give him his look from the first Ninja Gaiden game.
Slippy Toad!
I'd give Slippy his look from Star Fox Assault.
Shovel Knight!
I'd give him a Black Knight skin and his armor from Shovel of Hope.
Springman!
I'd give them some outfits based on the concept art.
Spiral!
I'd give him his Skylander design and give him a skin with his concept armor.
Goro Akechi!
I'd give him his Loki form and his detective uniform.
Doomslayer!
I'd give Doomslayer his original armor from the first Doom.
Linkle!
I'd give her a Dark Linkle skin and maybe her PJs.
Skull Kid!
I know it might not make sense, but I'd want a maskless skin.
Birdo!
For Birdo, I'm gonna go with her pro racing outfit from Mario Party World.
Chris!
I'd give them one skin that makes them look like Frisk from Undertale and one that makes them look like Chara. But for Chara's skin, I would make the soul a monster's soul.
Galactica Knight!
For this, I'd do a Morpho Knight skin.
Knights!
I'd go with a skin based on their concept art.
Elvis!
I'd give him a skin that makes him look like Z.
Eggman!
For him, I'd go with a classic Eggman skin, and a skin for this guy whose name I will not even attempt to say.
Shadow!
I'd go with Black Knight Shadow, or a skin for Terios, the original idea for Shadow.
Kratos!
I'd go with old Kratos and his god armor from Ghost of Sparta.
Zack Fair!
I'd give him his holiday suit from Ever Crisis.
Dovaki!
I'd make their skins different Skyrim races, especially Khajiit.
Cammy!
I'd give her Street Fighter 6 look and her Killer Bee look.
Shantae!
For this, I'm just going to refer you to the costumes Way Forward already made.
Glowbox!
For him, I went with Glow Beach.
Parappa the Rapper!
I'd give Parappa a Lammy skin.
Hornet!
For her, I think I'll go with a Lace skin.
Ezio!
I'd make each skin a different assassin. Ezio, Altair, Edward, Arno, Evie, Jacob, Connor, Bayek, Shay, and Desmond.
Sub-Zero!
For him, I say a Cyber Sub-Zero would be pretty cool.
Mean Machi!
Each skin would be a different Tamagotchi.
Coco!
For her, I say Dark Coco, Fake Coco, and Pirate Coco.
Earthworm Jim!
I'd give him an Earthworm Kim skin.
Minton!
I'd give him a monochrome skin, like his in-game sprite.
Guybrush Threepwood!
I'd give him his look from Secret of Monkey Island and his red coat from Escape from Monkey Island.
Vati!
For him, I'll give him his Minish form.
Phoenix Wright!
I'd give him an Apollo Justice skin and an older Phoenix skin.
Yuga!
I'll add Dark Yuga from Hyrule Warriors for this.
Rasputin!
I would give Raz his Psychonauts 2 look, Archetype Raz, and I think it would be amazing to have a skin that makes Raz a Figment.
Liquid Snake!
I'd give Liquid his shirtless look.
Captain N!
And finally, I'd give Captain N the superhero look from the Valiant comics. Well, that is the end. If there is someone or something you'd like to see in the next Smash game that I didn't cover, let me know down below. Oh, and by the way, those rumors of a new Smash project is probably just a movie and not a game at all. See ya!